Hi, I'm Simon from Warm Glass, and today we're in the studio and we're looking at Kilncare kilns. We've got a range of Kilncare kilns in the studio, from large kilns, medium kilns and the smaller kilns. And I'm here with Megan, and Megan's just going to give us some specifics about the kinds of questions that you're asking us about kilns if you're trying to choose one.
Yes, so these are our studio kilns. We've used them a lot in our studio, so I'll just go through some of the features with you so you're familiar with them. We've got the Hobbyfuser here. This is probably our most popular starter kiln. It's a great kiln to have in your home studio. It's very easy to use and very well built as well. This one here is the Hobbyfuser Deep. They have the same chamber size inside as standard, but the Hobbyfuser Deep has an extra feature where you can remove the base bricks very easily to make the chamber deeper, which is really great for projects like dropouts where you might need the extra height, but you would normally keep the bricks in for any other standard fusing that you do. So some of the features of these kilns, they have the fibre lid and the brick base. Both of these give really good insulation to the kiln. The fibre lid is great because it won't drop pieces onto your projects when you're firing, and the quartz elements here are really robust, and they again won't drop into the kiln when you're firing your pieces, and they provide really even heating. We have the thermocouple here, so every kiln has a thermocouple. This is where they're located on the Hobbyfuser kilns, and we get often asked about these bars. These are only on the deeper kilns, and they're just there providing support for the bricks on the sides. It's quite a good idea with these kilns to have the slightly deeper props to put your shelf on, so you can easily get it in and out. The Hobbyfuser Deep has two vent holes, unlike the Hobbyfuser, which just has the one in the top there. The vent hole we get asked quite a lot. It has an inner and an outer bung, so you only need to remove the inner bung when you want to vent the kiln. You don't need to remove the whole thing. The one in the front here, you'll notice when I open it up, doesn't actually vent the kiln unless you've got the base bricks out. So when you take the bricks out from inside the kiln when you're doing deeper projects, this vent hole is actually situated so if you were doing a dropout vase inside the kiln, you could have a look through that vent hole rather than having to open up the kiln to see your project. So that's a really nice feature of the Hobbyfuser Deep, which you don't have on the standard Hobbyfuser. That's not to say you can't do dropouts in this one, it just means you'd need to have a peek from the top instead.
One of the little features I like about these is that they've got the clip here, and if you flip the clip up, it will allow you to vent the kiln as well. So if you're trying to cool a kiln really quickly, I always use that just to vent the kiln.
Yeah, you might notice that with our studio kilns, sometimes they look a bit scorched. This is just because general wear and tear with our studio kilns. Obviously they get used for all sorts of firings. We do casting sometimes with moulds which are a bit damper than we would prefer, and that's where you get these burn marks, but they're absolutely nothing to worry about and don't affect the firing of the kiln at all in any way. Moving on, we've got the Cub-fuser. So this is a great kiln. It's also a plug-in, so all these three are plug-in kilns. They just plug straight into your normal household electrics. The advantage of this one is it's a flatbed, so it's much easier to put your pieces directly on the shelf without having to lower them in like you do with the Hobbyfusers. This one has the vent hole in the front here, so again, that's great for if you're doing dropout projects, you can just have a quick peek through the vent hole rather than having to lift the whole lid up. But again, you can see it's got the fibre lid and the quartz elements. The nice feature that we've got on this one, which you can also have on all of the kilns if you wanted to, is this is the Wi-Fi controller. So this is a really great controller. It means you can get your kiln running and you can check on it through your computer or your smartphone while you're not actually in your studio, so you can check what temperature your kiln is at. You can also program it rather than having to use the buttons on the controller. You can write a program on your computer and then you can set it running remotely, which is really fab. Then we have the Profuser. This is the largest home studio kiln. Again, you can see it's got the fibre lid and the quartz elements. It's a great kiln. You get a really nice size base with this one, so you can do really large projects if you wanted to. It's also great if you were looking to run classes. You can make sure you get everyone's pieces in there without having to do multiple firings.
So that covers the Kilncare range that we have here in the studio. Thanks very much, Megan. And if you need any more information, either go to the website and have a look there, or just give us a call. I hope that's all been helpful. Thanks for watching.